game. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Kenny Clark came into the league as one of the youngest players ever to be drafted. He's now one of the unsung leaders of this Packers defense. Went to the Pro Bowl for the first time after the 2019 season.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
Now a run with Akers.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
Brings up second.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
To throw again, Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
From the 2, here's first and goal.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
First down, Tannehill.
On first down, Tannehill. Now that'll be caught by Cobb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact and he'll go deep.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Tennessee.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Cam Akers.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers being chased at. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
A limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Off play action, Tannehill. This is Jeff Swaim, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Titans.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
He'll throw complete to Cam Akers.
A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
They'll get this one to Cobb complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
He's got a man. Complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 10-yard line.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Rodgers now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming. let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Mason Crosby on for the field goal.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. Out the 1. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. It was Bud Dupree fighting through and making the tackle.
2-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it.
Tucker McCann for the...
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Rodgers again now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's caught at the 25.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a big play for the Pack on 3rd. 42 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up second and a yard at the 4-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of time. Times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the letter jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw is Tannehill. He's got his tight end, Anthony Ferkser. And all the way to the opposite 48. It's a big play there for Tennessee. 45 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. first down, it's Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Rodgers.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Going right back to Akers.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pick.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Again, Tannehill. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to...
And now here is another interception.
Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. No gain, and it's second down. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Forced out to his left. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation,
got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bud Dupree make that now 8 sacks for his team. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
You thought you had it, didn't you?
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Tannehill. That's complete to his tight end, Ferkser. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They'll run here with Akers. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly enough on the ground. Akers. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to get